Hey everybody, this is Chad Armijo from chadarmijocoaching.com. I just want to talk quickly about really kind of understanding how to live from love, right? Live from love. We always hear that. Other coaches may have talked about it. The good books talk about living from love, the highest frequency, your highest vibration. How do you do that though? How exactly do you live from love? Well, first of all, it takes letting go, and I've talked about this in a few other videos, but letting go of that does not serve you. It's not aligned with your values. It's not aligned with your goals, not aligned with your vision. And so a lot of times we look around ourselves and we see stuff that we are doing. Maybe it's a habit that we've created. Like late at night, I used to have this habit of eating all this really delicious junk food, right? And then just falling asleep. Well, my waistline sure woke me up one day and said, "Hey, this is not the way to do this." I was getting all these different health issues that were stemming from being overweight, being unhealthy, and so I decided to change. Right, so then I decided to love myself. That's the only way we can kind of do that. We can only really embrace our self change by loving ourselves. It's the same thing with everything else. If you want to embrace change in your um, career path, you're gonna love what you do. You may not love your job right now. You may not love the career you have right now. But if you love what you do and how you do it, and you take the most pride in whatever it is you're doing, whether you like it or not, you're going to move on to something better. Maybe it's not within the same company, but there's something better that's coming your way because you're putting that passion out there. You're putting the love out there, that magnetic attraction for something better for yourself. Okay. So how do you love, how do we change and live through love fully? Well, it's starting to. It begins with loving the things that we normally wouldn't want to. Right? There are people that have wronged us in the past, and so we may have held on to that for a long time. And you just want to think of that like a ball and chain, right? You're just dragging around this heavy weight, and it's because you haven't let go of these things that happened in the past. I remember it was probably about 5 or 6 years ago now. I was working for this group of entrepreneurs who wanted to open up this great big facility, and I did a ton of work. I did just hours and hours of work and research to put this all together. And they said, "Oh, we'll get you paid at the end." Long story short, they didn't get the full facility running as they expected, but they all got paid. I had to leave the project early because all the times I got promised payment, I never got paid. So I held my grudge. I held this grudge against this person for a long time, and it was just like it wouldn't let me move forward because we're tethering ourselves to something that doesn't benefit us, right? We're tethering ourselves to something that makes us angry or frustrated, or and these things are essentially just anchors, just dragging us down, keeping us in one spot. So you have to let go of those things. Let go of those things that don't hurt you. The easiest way to do that is to forgive, right? We don't have to forget what happened, but we need to forgive. And sometimes that's more for our benefit than for them. And so just understand that in order to love yourself, to live through love, begin by forgiving those who've harmed you in the past, that have hurt you in the past. And like I said, you don't have to forget what happened. You don't have to be, in a relationship with somebody who is abusive. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about allowing yourself to let go of these instances that have stuck with you, that you have dragged around for so long, and that have not let you progress forward in a positive manner. And once you can do that, then you can start finding love in the little things, right? And so each day I wake up now and I write out all my goals in a book, and I express my gratitude for all that I have in this life. And I even take care of myself through a breathing exercise. And it's just changed the whole world around me, right? And so we know that once we start working with ourselves, the outside world is what really starts to change, right? We change ourselves, the outside world changes along with us. All right, so living through love involves letting go of that does not serve you, and it involves finding the all the joy there is to be found around us. And now we think a lot of times that we're only happy when we get certain things. Maybe you get a new book you wanted, or a new pair of shoes, or whatever it is. But we know that that's all fleeting, right? We get that pair of shoes, and within a week we're looking at another pair of shoes because we've already ran so many miles in whatever shoes we have, or we danced so many dances, whatever it is. But we just know that the physical things that we receive are fleeting, right? They may be great for the time being, but they're going to go away. I mean, that's not pure joy. That's a quick happiness surge, right? That may come through. And once again, if we're relying on physical goods and those type of objects to keep us happy, it's just, we're never going to make it there. So finding love in everything, whether that be sitting down with friends and family at the table, whether that be, reading books with your children at night, or by yourself at night, and just having that time to reflect on the day. And maybe it's walking your dog, or, petting your cat, whatever it is, and just really finding love in every little thing that you do. You're going to see things change immensely. I had the hardest time doing this. I had the hardest time finding love for myself, finding love around me, finding love. I mean, I had all these wonderful things that I wasn't able to recognize because we're so conditioned to find all the negative stuff, so conditioned to find things to complain about. Our society especially is conditioned us to do that. You turn on the news and somebody's complaining about something there, somebody's complaining about something there. So again, I had to turn off the media. I had to really detach myself from it, because who wants to get involved with all these negative messages that are floating around, right? That's not going to benefit any of us in any way possible. So all it does is it benefits the media, right? They get more views, more advertising, more sponsorship dollars, and the cycle continues. But live from love. Live from love in everything you do. The media is not going to matter anymore. You're not going to care what's going on in the world, because we understand that we can only change what is right around us, right? Especially starting with ourselves. And so we know that there's going to be horrific things that happen in the world. That's how it's always been. And this planet is a learning planet. It's an educational planet. And so while we're here, we need to learn as much as we can. And that involves, learning from your highest abilities. And that involves learning from love, right? Living from love. And so I urge you to find all the beautiful things in your life, starting now, not tomorrow, starting now, and just write them down. What do you have that's fantastic? What do you have that you love? What do you have that you look at and you smile every day, or you think of and you smile every day? What is that to you? And just understand that is love, living from love, right? And so as I look around and all the things that I've done in this life, and I was still angry because I wasn't where I wanted to be, or frustrated because I wasn't where I wanted to be, then I began to change, because I was grateful that I accomplished so much in so little time. And I know that I've set myself up on this wonderful path, and I know that wonderful things are coming to me each and every day, which they do. And it's just about recognizing those things that come into our lives, right? And being grateful for them. And then really, this allows the universe to bring more of these things into our lives, and more of that love to be shared from ourselves to all the things around us. Okay, so live through love. Let go of those things that don't work for you. That's the first part. And then begin finding the things that you are grateful for, that surround you each and every day, and relish your things that you didn't before, right? Find peace, whether it's sitting in the bathtub reading a book at night for 15, 20 minutes while the kids are out playing, whatever it is. Just relish that, and know that you can create more and more of those time and spaces in your life, right? You can create more times to sit in the bathtub and be grateful to read a book. It just comes with recognizing what we have, being grateful for it, and showing love to this universe and to yourself, first of all. All right, this is Chad Armijo, ChadArmijoCoaching.com. Live from love and recognize all that's around you that you maybe haven't done before. All right, I love you all. I'll see you on the next one.